everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm here at Mt Barney National Park, just on a quick overnighter in between work. As you can imagine, with what's going on in the world, work's pretty sporadic at the moment and sort of get shifts with short notice and all that sort of thing. So yeah, haven't had the time to get out really lately, so thought I'd take advantage of a couple of days off and get out and go on an overnight hike. So yeah, as I said, Mt Barney National Park. Currently, show you some footage, I'm walking right between Mt Barney and I got Mount Lindsay right in front of me. So the scenery is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm loving it. But yeah, I'm planning to camp along a little creek called Koran Creek, I think it is. I'll have to double check the map. Yeah, it's supposed to be this little, because Mt Barney is it's quite a dry area, as you'll probably see, lots of dust and real scrubby sort of bush, lots of gum trees and everything. But it's supposed to have this little pocket of rainforest, which really intrigued me. So yeah, I'm camping along a little creek in there. There's supposed to be a waterfall. Yeah, really nice scenery. So really looking forward to camping along there. But yeah, for now I'm really enjoying sort of being out in the open and enjoying these mountains. Makes you feel really quite small when you got these big beauties towering over you. I know that as far as mountains go for the rest of the world, they're not that big, but yeah, definitely something really nice to look at. So yeah, anyway, my arm's getting really sore from holding this camera, so I'm going to put it down for a bit and get hiking. Oh man, that scared the absolute crap out of me. I was doing a nice walk-through sequence, just through this nice path with these gum trees, and a bloody magpie swoops me. Oh, hopefully it turns out on the footage, but you'll see me running around swinging my walking stick above my head. Oh, it scared the crap out of me. Forgot it was magpie season. I guess it is getting into spring. So, oh well, I just need to be careful of that on the way back. You're missing. He is not happy that I'm there. So I've just reached the first campsite and I'm just walking down to the little river now, and I'm glad to see that there's water in there because I am relying on it. I bought about 1 litre for cooking and then 1 litre for drinking, so yeah, heaps of water, it's great. So yeah, I'm just at the first campsite, just having a bit of a snack. I haven't been walking for too long, but haven't had any lunch today, so getting pretty hungry. It's very pretty around here. Definitely getting some rainforest vibes now. I'm getting away from that real dry sort of dust from earlier. Nice green grass on the ground, rather than just brown dead grass. So yeah, it's really nice. So for snacks, I've just got salami stick for each day, some nuts, nut mix I guess, peanut M&Ms, and 2 fruit and nut bars. So lots of things with nuts in them. But they do hold a lot of protein, so just good easy snacks to have on the trail. So I just got to the campsite. I'll show you around. It's pretty nice and lush in here. Thinking I'll set up somewhere around there, just pretty close to the river. Don't know if you can hear it. It's not a river, it's a creek. I don't know why I keep saying river. Yeah. Pretty stunning down there. It's honestly so nice. Got the place to myself as well. There were a few cars in the car park, but I think they're all people that have gone to the top of Mt Barney. But yeah, just got this little place to myself. The waterfall is still quite a ways down the track, so I'll have a think about it. I don't think I'm keen on doing it today. I've already had a pretty big day, you know, driving and walking. So yeah, I might do it tomorrow. But anyway, I'll sit down, have a think, maybe figure out where I'm going to set up camp and go from there. But I really want to see it. Apparently it's supposed to be pretty nice, so yeah. So before I set up my tarp shelter, I thought I'd just go through the contents of my bag that I brought with me on the overnight hike. Keep in mind, this is trip dependent and person dependent as well. So this is just the stuff I like to bring on a winter camping trip here, close to the Gold Coast in Queensland. So I'll start from top. Just got my snacks in the top, just in a little dry bag. I've got my possibles pouch, which basically just holds everything from insect repellent, sunscreen, lip balm, all that sort of stuff. Just pretty much comes with me anywhere, whether I'm going on a long trip, a day hike, overnighter. On the outside I've got my cook kit, so that's got my Pathfinder cup with lid, the bottle that nests inside of it, my gas canister on top, and then my little cook stove and cutlery and stuff in the side here. First aid pouch on the side. I won't go too much into this. It's just basically bandages for snake bites. Not there's many snakes around at the moment because it is winter, like I said. Yeah, just pills like Panadol, all that sort of stuff, antihistamines, all that sort of thing. I've got my paracord on the front for my ridgeline with a couple of Prussic knots tied on it with 2mm Dyneema, but I'll show you that later. So bag just opens up like this, and you can also get into it from the front, and it just completely opens up, which is really handy. But start off with my waterproof shell, little titanium plate, my food. I'll go through this when I cook dinner, but not too much food, as I am only staying overnight. Beer, I love this beer. Still don't know where it's from. I think it's from Canada or something, so it is imported, but it is so tasty. It's an 8.5%, 1 pint, so I think it's like 3 standard drinks, double IPA. It's seriously so delicious. I love it. I should put that in the river soon. In the creek, not the river. Litre of water just for drinking, and I've got my other litre here for cooking as well. Clothes bag, so this is essentially just for stuff for when I get to camp. So a change of socks, change of underwear, change of t-shirt to get out of all my sweaty hiking gear, and then I've just got my base layers, so my merino wool top and my Poly Pro base layers for the pants. I do want to get some merino wool pants, but you know, they do cost a bit of money. So, and I've had these Poly Pro pants since I went on, I think it was from when I went on my Outward Bound trip in grade 10. So like they've lasted well over a decade. And I've got my down jacket in here as well. So Cedar Summit sleeping pad, insulated, pegs that come with my tarp, ground sheet that I sewed out of my old car awning. So, and by sewed I mean I just sort of hemmed up the edges. So it's a little bulky, but honestly, this thing is not getting harmed by any snags or rocks or sticks or anything like that, because this is quite durable. Don't know what material it is, but it's waterproof and it is quite heavy duty. Alton Goods tarp 3x3. I'll be setting that up. Got my winter sleeping bag. It is my only sleeping bag. It's just a crappy brand from BCF. Honestly, it does me fine for where I live. I've even been into New South Wales and it's sort of had flutters of snow and all that sort of thing. But this paired with my base layers, my down jacket, everything like that, I am quite comfy. So good winter bag. I actually don't have any complaints about it other than that it's a little bit heavy and a little bit large. But yeah, I do want to get a nice summer sleeping bag because that is definitely too warm. A little bit of scotch. My little Cedar Summit pillow. This is amazing, and it pairs with this sleeping mat. It's got like a Velcro-y sort of locking system so it doesn't slide around. So that's really cool. And then my camera gear all in this bag. I have filmed a video yesterday just on all the camera gear that I take with me on a trip. So I don't know if I'm going to release this video first or the camera video, but check it out. I'll just quickly unzip this. So yeah, this is a little front pouch, which is quite handy. Big Ziploc bag, which I use to pack out all my rubbish. Hey mate, how you doing? Little chamois to dry myself, bandana. I just put this down on the ground just so that when I'm cooking, I don't get any sand and dirt and all that sort of stuff in my food. And this is just toilet paper, hand wash, and some biodegradable baby wipes, which I would highly recommend. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to put all this back in the bag, set up my tarp now, and yeah, put the beer in the river. I think that's a priority for sure. Okay, so I think I'm just going to build a simple Adirondack shelter. I really like it. It's nice and open at the front, creates a lot of shelter at the back. So I'm going to go from this tree here all the way over to this tree here, and that way my ridge line's running right across here, and I'll set up the tarp shelter on this nice bit of flat ground. So yeah, I'm going to get started on that. I think I want the ridge line to be about shoulder height. So what I do is I've just got a loop tied on the end of my paracord. Tied on there the whole time. I use it every time, so there's no point in undoing it. So I just pull it through, wrap it around the tree. So on this side I'm just going to do a taut line hitch. So what I do for that, wrap it around the tree, pull it nice and tight. So you cross your line over, and on the loop that you've made, you run this through twice on the inside, make sure it's nice and bunched up, and then cross it over again, and you've created another little loop, and you feed your line through there. Executing it very poorly, but that's alright. Make sure it's all looking nice, and then you can just reef on that, and that knot bites into this basically, and then I can loosen it off, tighten it up as I want. So yeah, it's a good quick release knot, and then you can just finish it off with a quick release overhand as well, and that should be good to go. That's nice and tight. So what I want to do, I want to find the second tab in on the front corner, and basically these are my prusik knots here, so I'll feed them through the loop on the tarp like so, and then I'll just find a toggle, like a little stick on the ground, and basically that will hold it in place. So I'll just quickly find a stick now. Should have been a little more prepared. There you go. And you want to make sure that there's no spiky bits on your stick, because it'll poke holes in your tarp. So basically, second tab on the tarp, feed this through, pop the toggle in, and you're good to go. So I want to get this nice and over there, and you see how when it's pulling on the side, it doesn't move. Alright, so I just need 4 pegs for this one, and again I want to go from the second loop. So I like to start from the back. And then just grab this corner and peg that out like so. Hopefully I'm in shot, but you can see it's starting to take shape now. I keep looking around because I could hear some feral pigs before. It sounded like they were just over there on the other side of the track, just grunting and foraging and being territorial. I've heard some pretty crazy stories about them being quite aggressive, so hopefully they keep their distance. I've just driven a stick into the ground here just to sort of pull the tarp back to give me a bit more room inside, so I'm just going to do another taut line hitch here and then peg it back like so. So yeah, this is my shelter for the night. A little lopsided just because I've got one end so close to the tree and the other end's probably a good 4 meters away from the other tree, but certainly do the job. It's got heaps of room in there, plenty of space, and I'm nice and sheltered as well. And the view of the river isn't too bad either. Check out this little guy. He's not too sure about me. It's alright, buddy. I'm not going to bother you. How cool is that? What a little legend. Okay, so the sun is well and truly set. Didn't get much of a sunset this afternoon. I think just because I'm in a valley, the sun sort of sets behind a mountain and you don't get all the light that you'd usually get. Plus there wasn't really a cloud in sight, so wasn't much to light up and make for an epic sunset. But yeah, getting really hungry, so it's time for dinner. Really simple dinner tonight. Don't know if it's worth showing really, but just a backcountry cuisine spaghetti bolognese, so nice and simple. Basically I just need to boil 500 mils of water and then put it in here and let it rehydrate. For the rest of my food, I just got a soup which I was supposed to eat for lunch, but I didn't end up doing that. A little bar for a snack, bit of tea and coffee. I'll probably have a cup of tea later tonight, and of course coffee in the morning. And then I've just got some porridge for tomorrow morning, nice and simple, nice and warm. It's supposed to get pretty chilly, so I was really keen for a bit of a toasty brekkie. And then to go with that, I've just got some dates, a little bit of milk powder, obviously to add with the water, and some brown sugar. Usually I'll have honey with my porridge at home and stuff like that, but could you imagine bringing honey into the bush? It'd just, for me, it'd create such a mess. It just get sticky and go everywhere. So anyway, yeah, tried to keep it nice and lightweight and simple, just because it's a little overnighter. I didn't want too much fuss, so. Okay, so that is done. Nice and simple. I'm sure you've all done it before. That's hot. Man, that already smells good. So this is my go-to backcountry cuisine meal. I've had a few of them, but this is by far the best. I make a pretty mean spag bowl at home, but this really competes with it. It's that good. Highly recommend it. So I think this is done. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really, really good. Smells amazing as well. Yum. Oh, so keen for this, eh? Pretty starving. That is not bad. Not bad for a dehydrated meal. Just warm and tasty, exactly what I need. So as I was cooking this, the feral pigs were again going off in the background. It honestly, it sounds like they're about 50 meters away, so I think I'm going to eat this quick smart, chuck it in my rubbish bag, and yeah, sort of keep my rubbish bag away from the my shelter here, just so that if they do decide to come and scavenge overnight, they're not sort of doing it around me while I'm sleeping. So but yeah, pretty keen for tomorrow. Hey, I think I'm definitely going to visit that waterfall up the trail a little bit, check that out. Yeah, but pretty keen for an early morning, sort of go suss out the creek again, explore there a little bit, have a bit of brekkie and a coffee, and then hit the trail nice and early. So yeah, I think for now I'm gonna enjoy this and maybe set up a sleeping pad in the sleeping bag and just have a relax, listen to some music, and drift off to sleep. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably catch you in the morning. Morning everyone. As you can see, I'm on the trail again. Had a little bit of sleeping this morning actually. To be honest, I think my beanie sort of fell over my eyes when I was sleeping and I didn't actually realise that the sun rose. So yeah, slept in until about 7:30. Usually when I'm camping I wake up with the sun. I sort of hear all the birds chirping and the sun starts to peek through the trees, and I like to get up and get some shots of the sunrise. But didn't happen this morning, but that's all right. I was obviously tired and needed it. Yeah, it was a really relaxing morning on the creek. Just had a simple brekkie, a bit of porridge and some dates, and a cup of coffee, and just packed up camp, and yeah, here I am. It's definitely getting a little more rainforesty. Everything's just a little more damp and green and lush. It is a bit hazy though. I don't know if it's coming through in the camera, but I think they might be doing a bit of a backburn somewhere in preparation for the fire season. But yeah, I'm sure it's all good. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, been walking for about a K. Probably got another K more into this waterfall. So, and then I think from the waterfall back to my car, it's about 6K. So yeah, nice leisurely day, should be good. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get walking, and I'll catch up with you when I get to the waterfall. I've just gone into the turnoff to the falls from the main trail, and yeah, it was actually signed, which I wasn't expecting, and there's a pretty well-defined footpad, so yeah, nice and easy going. I can hear the waterfalls now, getting pretty loud, and yeah, I can just see them around the corner. I think there's a couple of people there, which is all good, but I think that's my cue to stop talking to the camera and put it away. So I'm here at the waterfall now. It's pretty beautiful. The people who were here just before have just left. They were probably chilling with me for about half an hour. So I was just having some snacks and getting some cinematic shots of the waterfall. But it's pretty nice. See if I can get it. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, nice blue pool at the bottom. And yeah, pretty decent waterfall. Pretty stoked with it. It's, yeah, like I was saying earlier, pretty random for something like this to be found at around Mt Barney, because it is so dry, and pretty much all the creeks except for this one that this waterfall flows through have been dry. So yeah, pretty lucky to have this here. But for now I think I'm just gonna boil up a cup of tea, filter some water, maybe get a few time lapses or something, we'll see, and yeah, hit the trail and get out of here. So yeah, I might just sit here and enjoy this, and I'll catch up with you when I'm back on the trail. Okay, that's a wrap. I'm well and truly on my way to my car. I think I've only got 1.5 Ks left out of the 6 Ks. So yeah, I had a really good time. Hopefully the video turns out. I don't know, it just felt a little disjointed as I was filming it, so hopefully I can piece something together, but we'll see. If you're watching this, then I got a video out of it. Yeah, really liked it. I mean, I saw koalas, well, a koala, a couple of goannas, waterfall, camped by a creek. Yeah, it was pretty nice. And not to mention Mt Barney. Oh, this is one of the last times I'll see it. And Mount Lindsay in the background, as you can see there. So this part of the walk, I reckon, personally, is the best part. As I said at the start of the video. But anyway, I'm walking up a hill, so I'm puffed. I'm sure you don't want to hear me do that. So yeah, as always, if you stuck around to the end of the video, thank you so much. If you like it, please like and subscribe, share with your mates. It's really helpful to me. So yeah, anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.